Islam Makhachev has officially turned up the intensity in preparation for what could be the biggest test of his career, and he's doing it in a way that has fans both excited and unnerved. The former lightweight champion, widely regarded as one of the most dominant fighters in the history of the sport, is set to move up to 170 pounds in pursuit of Jack Della Maddalena's welterweight title. Their clash is scheduled to headline UFC 322 at Madison Square Garden in New York City, a card that is already being hyped as one of the promotion's biggest of the year. Makhachev, who reigned over the lightweight division with iron dominance, now aims to follow in the footsteps of legends who have conquered multiple weight classes. But while many fighters approach such a move with uncertainty, the Dagestani powerhouse appears more focused and confident than ever. Known for their unforgiving training regime, Khabib Nurmagomedov's camp in Dagestan has built a reputation around endless hours of grappling, striking, and conditioning, often leaving outsiders shocked at the sheer level of intensity. The fighters who come out of this environment are recognized for never slowing down, no matter how grueling a 5-round fight may become. And Makhachev is proving to be the prime example of that system. Recently, a video posted online by bantamweight contender Umar Nurmagomedov gave fans a rare glimpse into the champion's camp. In the clip, Islam is seen drenched in sweat after another brutal training session. Umar jokingly teases him by saying, "Tired, huh? Take a break." But Makhachev's response is anything but casual. With a serious tone, he replies, "November 16th, I will rest." The short but chilling remark quickly spread across MMA social media, with fans and analysts interpreting it as a statement of intent. For Makhachev, there will be no breaks, no slowing down, no comfort until the job is done. His words suggest that the only rest he will allow himself is after the fight, once he has either secured his place in history as a 2-division champion or left everything inside the octagon. This isn't the first time we've seen Makhachev and his Dagestani teammates showcase their relentless mentality. Khabib Nurmagomedov himself often spoke about the culture of discipline and sacrifice that defines their gym, where daily routines are designed to push fighters beyond their perceived limits. In many ways, Makhachev's mindset is a continuation of that legacy, and his eerie message to Della Maddalena serves as a warning. He is preparing for war. Right after UFC 315, when Jack Della Maddalena shocked the world by capturing the welterweight title, attention immediately turned to who could possibly be next for the newly crowned champion. And unsurprisingly, Islam Makhachev's name was front and center. Chef Mendes. An interview with Submission Radio, Makhachev's longtime coach Javier Mendes gave his reaction to Della Maddalena's victory and didn't hold back when asked about the potential matchup. For Mendes, there's no doubt that Jack is a dangerous striker with serious momentum, but he also believes the Australian champion has never experienced anything like what Islam brings to the table. Mendes explained that he's genuinely excited at the idea of the fight, not only because of what it would mean for Islam's career, but also because he knows just how badly the lightweight champion wants to make history. Makhachev has dominated the 155-pound division, and, like his mentor Khabib Nurmagomedov before him, has built a reputation as one of the most complete fighters in the sport. Now, the chance to conquer a second weight class represents the next big step in his legacy, and Mendes is convinced he has all the tools necessary to get it done. While giving Jack Della Maddalena full credit for his striking and composure inside the cage, Mendes made it clear that Islam is operating on another level entirely. In his own words, Islam's a whole different animal than Jack's ever been involved with. So, if that fight does materialize, we're going to see a hell of a fight, and you're going to see Islam perform at an incredible level. We would dictate the fight based on how well he's doing, or not doing, and he can do it all. So, can he take Jack down? Absolutely, he can take him down. Can he outstrike Jack? Absolutely, he could outstrike him. But is it wise to try to outstrike him like I feel we can? I don't know, it may not be. That statement alone highlights the level of confidence coming out of Makhachev's camp. It's not just about his wrestling, which is already considered among the best in MMA today, but also about his underrated striking. Over the past few years, Islam has shown steady evolution in his stand-up, dropping opponents with clean punches, and mixing in kicks that complement his grappling perfectly. The question now is whether his striking can really match someone as sharp and dangerous as Della Maddalena, who built his career off precise boxing and relentless pressure. For Mendes, the key is adaptability. Unlike many fighters who rely on one core strength, Islam has proven he can dictate the pace wherever the fight goes. Against Charles Oliveira, he displayed striking that opened the path to a submission. Against Alexander Volkanovski, he combined range control and power shots to deliver one of the most decisive wins of his career. The message from Mendes is clear. No matter where the fight happens, Islam has an answer. This potential matchup also sets up one of the most intriguing stylistic clashes in recent memory. On one side, Della Maddalena represents the new wave of striking specialists who can finish a fight with a single clean punch or break down opponents over rounds with precision boxing. On the other, Makhachev embodies the Dagestani blueprint of suffocating grappling mixed with ever-improving stand-up skills. It's a test of range, rhythm, and control, and Mendes believes Islam has the edge in every department. Of course, there's a reason Della Maddalena is champion. He's proven that even under fire, he can stay composed and land the shots that change everything. He's tough, resilient, and thrives in chaotic exchanges, which is why many fans believe he could be the one to disrupt Islam's plan. But as Mendes pointed out, he's never faced someone like Makhachev before. The pressure, the relentless pace, the ability to shut down an opponent's game. It's all part of what makes Islam so dangerous. But for Jack Della Maddalena's coach, that's not really how things work. In an interview with Submission Radio, the coach made it clear that he believes Islam will not have the same resilience that Belal Muhammad had in withstanding the pressure and not giving in. In the words of the champion's coach, he said the following about it. Yeah, I do. I just don't think Islam has the chin that Belal has. We know for a fact that if Jack clips someone on the chin, they can go over. So, it could happen. In the first minute, it could happen in the 24th minute. Jack likes long fights. He likes to be in there, but obviously, we're not getting paid for overtime. I feel like people put Islam on a pedestal. And don't get me wrong, I'm not doubting Islam's credentials in the slightest. He is pound for pound #1. He's the GOAT. He's the best guy to have ever done it for me. But for me now, it's the first time watching footage of Islam and not just enjoying watching him fight. This statement from Vickers shows well the balance between respect and confidence. He does not hide his admiration for Islam Makhachev, even going so far as to call him the greatest of all time. But at the same time, he believes that the lightweight champion will not have the same ability to absorb strikes that Belal Muhammad demonstrated against Jack. The coach's logic is simple. If Jack lands on the chin, the outcome may come sooner or later, but it will come. It's worth remembering that the performance against Belal Muhammad was a watershed moment in the public's perception of Jack Della Maddalena. Once seen as a prospect with great boxing, he showed that he could maintain a high pace in long fights, land significant shots against an extremely durable opponent, and still not lose patience. This victory not only consolidated the title, but also made many people rethink Jack's chances in a clash against Islam. This fight is one of the most anticipated fight of the year, and it won't just be about a title. It will be about legacy. For Della Maddalena, defending against a pound-for-pound great could elevate his name to the top tier of UFC champions. For Islam, moving up and winning a second belt would put him alongside legends like Georges St-Pierre, Daniel Cormier, Amanda Nunes, and Conor McGregor as a two-division champion. And if Javier Mendes's words are anything to go by, Islam is already preparing to show the world just how different of an animal he truly is. Jack Della Maddalena, for his part, has already acknowledged how dangerous the move up for Islam will be. The Australian champion has said repeatedly that Makhachev is one of the greatest fighters of all time, and his coach even went so far as to call him the GOAT. But admiration aside, Della Maddalena has promised to show that size and power will play a key role at welterweight. especially against someone moving up from 155 pounds. What adds even more intrigue is the stylistic clash that awaits. Della Maddalena is one of the most precise and dangerous strikers in the UFC today, known for his boxing-heavy approach and ability to land damaging shots over the course of 5 rounds. Makhachev, however, brings elite wrestling, suffocating top control, and underrated striking of his own. It's the kind of matchup that feels like a true clash of worlds, the aggressive and technical striker versus the relentless Dagestani grappler. With Makhachev declaring that his only rest will come after November 16th, fans can only imagine how brutal his preparation will be leading into fight week. And if history has taught us anything, it's that when Dagestan fighters speak with such conviction, they often deliver inside the cage. At UFC 322, the stakes couldn't be higher. For Della Maddalena, it's about cementing his reign with a win over a pound-for-pound great. For Makhachev, it's about legacy, proving that he belongs among the rare names who have conquered multiple divisions. And if his message is anything to go by, he's not planning on leaving Madison Square Garden without the welterweight title.